Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Darrell Brooks saga. Today's episode is gonna be the longest one that I'm going to make so far. I see the runtime is an hour 20, so that plus whatever I have to say is gonna be the longest one that I've done. So go get a drink, go get some popcorn, something like that, because we're gonna be here for a while. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for subscribing. It's been awesome, your support. I cannot say anything about it. It's been awesome. Share these videos, like these videos if you want to continue to see more. They're going to continue coming anyway, but it will help me out a lot if you guys could share them. I made a coffee account. So if you guys would like to support another way, the coffee link is going to be in the bottom. So if you wanna get your friend a jester a coffee, the link is gonna be down there. All right, let's get right into the video.
I'm glad you're back here, sir.
Are you, Your Honor?
I am, sir, actually.
I'm not too sure.
We are not glad you're
Especially
back.
when I bring up subject matter jurisdiction.
I've ruled on that, sir.
I know, but it hasn't been proven for the record.
If you disagree with my ruling, sir, you can file an appeal.
I hate that he always moves the goalposts when he talks about jurisdiction. He's like, we haven't addressed it, and the judge is like, we have, sir, but it's not been proven. I hate that,
It has to be proven on the record.
and I hate that he looks kind of happy
It
right
has
now.
yet to be proven on the record.
I disagree, sir.
Never like see him smile.
What's your buddy's name? Can we get that? If we gotta talk to him to verify you're on the up and up and she's on some BS.
Is he gonna rat out his friend?
His name is Marcus.
And there he
What's his
is.
last name?
I don't know his last name.
What's his phone number?
We're talking about a friend that he met for years. He's known Marcus for years, and he doesn't know his last name. All right.
467. Oh, wait, hope if I had my freaking phone somewhere. 467.
I can understand him not knowing the phone. I barely know my number, so I get that.
67, 85, 31 or 30 or something like that.
112?
Yes, sir.
And he lives in Milwaukee?
Yes, sir.
And you guys came out here together?
Yes.
Okay, so he has.
Well, like I said, Stephanie was, she's a older mixed lady, so she's not,
Who do you know in Waukesha other than her?
I know a guy named Tyrion. I
Where's
met,
Terry on that?
Arian.
I don't know where he lives now. I've been knowing him for maybe 5-6 years. I just know he stays in Waukesha. He comes down to Milwaukee a lot, and then he comes back up here.
How old is he?
Like 34, 35.
34? Where did?
Maybe.
Give me.
I know.
how many times
I know a
have you
lot of.
been to
I know a
his
lot of females.
Sure you do.
Well, how many times have you been to Tyrion's house?
Once in like 2018.
I don't buy that.
It was like an apartment. It wasn't a house though.
Apartment?
Yeah.
Do you remember what was near it?
I think it was like right on the main street.
What's the main street? There's a lot of
Like-
streets. Like is
Whatever
it near
street-
downtown?
What would be considered downtown?
Where all the bars and restaurants and
It-
shops
Business
are.
district. Is Stephanie's
I-
place near downtown? Is there a bunch of bars and a business district
I didn't-
right near there?
The only thing I can remember is a gas station, like a kitty quarter gas station.
He
I
likes
think
his gas stations.
this street is like a one-way. Whatever street is right here is like a one-way, and it's a gas station like right here.
Remember what kind of gas station? With the Mobile Speedway Quick Trip hometown.
Not a quick trip, not a speedway, like the blue and white one.
Chevron?
Blue and white. Any schools or parks nearby your house? Something like that? Anything you remember like that? Trails?
I know that park. I know that park is by old girl's house.
By whose house? Stephanie's?
Yeah.
Park. What?
I don't know the name of the park, but it has like a little creek or something. It was something going on out there yesterday to where a lot of shit was blocked off.
Really?
I don't, like I said, I don't know about Waukesha. I don't know.
He knows.
But it seemed like everybody was at that park kind of walking around that creek.
Like a playground type park, or like a
park. It seemed like a little creek or something. Well, I don't know if you would say a creek. What would that be? But
river?
Would that be a river? Does Waukesha have a river? Well, I know it's just a small body of water. It's like, how would I describe it?
But there were barricades blocking some shit off here there?
No, it looked like in that area.
In that area?
In that area, it looked like a bunch of shit was like blocked. You couldn't go down certain streets or some shit. I don't know, but that park is close to the old girl's house, where that's why I said, look, when our friend was like, you know, your baby mama trying to get in touch with you.
Right.
And I'm like, what's up? What's she telling you? What's going on? And she was just like, well, she said she got some money for you. And I was like, why would she tell somebody else? That's what I started thinking at first. Like, that's like, why is you? Because she'll tell me the same thing. Don't tell people our business. So then when she put us in, when she merged us in, you out here. I'm like, man, yeah, but I'm like, what's up? Like, okay, cool. You going fit? No, not staying out here like that. I'm watching the game and I'm gone.
So she tell you where to meet, or you tell her where to meet?
She told me where to meet.
Okay.
I said, it's a gas station right here. And she was like, is it a park right there? I'm like, I don't know. Is it a park right here? They like, yeah, there's a park right down here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, just meet me over there. I'll get the money from you, give you a hug, give you a kiss, and, you know, I'll call you later or whatever. It wasn't.
That makes no sense. So he's saying that Michelle called him, and then she no.
Supposed to be us hanging out, spending time together. It wasn't that. It wasn't supposed to be that. She got mad because I didn't want to do that. That's why I kind of figured, but like I said, I didn't see her drink. I'm not going to sit here and say I saw her drink. I'm not going to lie on her. I didn't. But when she started acting like, yeah, you finna, that's when I kind of was like, she probably been drinking. She probably haven't just stopped drinking, but you was drinking sometime today. I know you was drinking sometime today. I didn't tell her that.
Look at his arm.
Because she's acting too, you know what I mean? Oh, you just think you finna get the money and leave, and you must got some bitch waiting on you, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, see, this is why. This is why I just should have just watched the game and left, dude. Like,
all right, so
the fuck, man.
So you came out. How did you get out here again?
This is okay. He just said that part of the story. I don't buy it, like, at all. He also makes himself look too good in that description, you know? Like, everyone else is a monster. Everyone else is going against him, and he's just like a good guy. I'm just here, whatever. I don't buy any of that.
My friend.
What type of car does he drive?
Oh, man. It's like a Kia type of car. I don't know if it's a Kia, but it's a small four-door car like that, in that type of model.
It's called a sedan.
What color is it?
Like tan.
And was it just the two of you that rolled out together? Did anyone roll out from Milwaukee with you?
No, it was just us two.
Two of us.
He said there probably was gonna be some chicks over there. You know, like I said, the Stephanie girl is an older woman.
Right.
She, you know, likes to party, drink. You know, watch
Look at
the
his
game,
arms.
she cooks.
Oh my god. Look at the way that he moves
Cool,
his
fuck it,
arms.
Let's watch the game. Shit, I was only going probably go.
You know what? I was thinking this. You know, if Darrell wants a job, he can go to one of those used car park lots, and he can be one of those, you know, those inflatable, like, man that go like this outside so it gets your attention. He can work on being one of those guys.
Go to my mom's house and watch the game there, and my mom has to go to work. So I was just going to be sitting here like this. Fuck it, might as well go. You know what I'm saying?
Did he offer to drive?
And at the same time, cool. I can get the money from, that she been holding for me.
Yeah. Did he offer to drive? Do you have your own car? Did he offer to
No,
drive?
I don't.
How did you guys come
I
together?
don't own a vehicle.
Don't own a
We
vehicle.
know
Do you have
that.
any car
You can't afford
can
it.
drive at all?
No. I have license.
So you have a...
I do have license, but no vehicle.
Don't ever use your niece's, nephew's,
I think
mom's
that's a
car or
lie.
anything like that.
My nephew doesn't have a vehicle. My niece is 14.
Mhm.
So what about your mom?
No, my mom doesn't even know how to drive.
She doesn't have a car, doesn't know how to drive?
She doesn't know how to drive.
Does
She
have a
never
car?
learned.
You see how he avoids the question? He's asking him, does she have a car? And he's like, she doesn't know how to drive. That's not the question, my
Okay.
guy.
Does she have a car that she lets you use at all?
No.
And that's
Does she have a car at all? Maybe that not that she lets you use.
No.
Does she have a car in her name at all?
I think she did at one point.
Does she right now?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say no because I don't know. I honestly don't know.
you know.
Me and my mom we was kind of having family issues for a while, so we didn't talk for a while. Issues that didn't have nothing to do with this. It was between me and her. So we started back talking when I was in Georgia. So whatever she had going on when I was on the West Coast, coming back to Milwaukee, I don't know. But I can tell you this. My mom is 60-some years old. She's never drove. She doesn't know how to drive. She doesn't even have a license.
Okay.
She catches the bus to work, which I don't like her doing because Milwaukee.
Sure.
She has to go. She works at Freighter, so she has to go. The way her bus route goes, she has to go way up to like 92nd. Then somewhere she told me they don't even have a bus depot thing.
Mhm.
So it's getting cold as shit, and it's dark out there, and she's just standing out there. And I was just like, damn, I don't want. So I'm like, you probably gonna have to change your route to catch the bus from downtown Milwaukee.
Take your mom to work. You have a car. And I think you live at her house. So take her to work and go get her. You have nothing else to do.
On Wisconsin Street, downtown Milwaukee.
Come on.
And then go up because I don't like her.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't like her doing that.
So you just argued a little bit, and then you're saying you walked away yesterday.
Yeah, I just told her. I'm not finna freaking. It was people out there. They would tell you, I did not put my hands on this woman. I did not push this woman. I did not choke this woman.
People
I did not
like-
kick this woman. I did not grab this woman. I did not do anything to this woman.
People out there, as in like
Lie.
just regular old civilians.
Just regular
or, like,
civilians. Just
People
regular-
that know you.
Regular civilians.
Did you meet her by yourself?
I met her by myself.
No one from the house went with you.
No one. And there was people walking up and down the street. Like I said, it was people out because it was daytime. So it wasn't like we was just in some secluded area where it was just me and her.
Mm-hmm.
It was people out there, and
But anybody that knows you or knows
nobody
her?
that knows me.
Mhm.
Nobody that knows me. I don't know if it was anybody around that knows her, but I know people were walking up and down the street. People were walking around that park.
Sure.
It was like, basically, we were out in public. Like, if we was out in public, if something would have happened, people would have, yo, what the hell? Like, where was we going to go to not be seen?
All right, so I might have missed this. You touched on it. You were at the gas station or the park? I know the park's nearby. You met her at the
No, I'm
gas
saying
station.
the gas station. No, I met her at the park. The gas station was by the area that we were in. The gas station is by that park.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which car were you in when you met her at the...
I didn't meet her in the car. I walked right over there.
You walked.
I walked right over there to the park, and she was standing like right wherever this entrance to this park is. Like I said, it was people everywhere. So
Yeah.
anybody would see us standing out there. She was standing right there waiting for me. I walked up, gave her a hug, and she was just like, well, my friend has my purse, so I don't have the money and all this. I'm like, so you had me come way out here?
You know, like a power play or something?
That's basically was like, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You basically, you see how fast you caught on to that, and I'm just
He always makes himself look good. He doesn't care how ridiculous it sounds. I hate that.
like, you had me come way out here. You know I ain't even supposed to be around you like that. You had me come way out here to meet you, for you to try to play and shit like this.
And that's the other thing that I don't get. Like, she is supposed to give him money, but it's 2021, my guy. Or 2022, 2021. Just PayPal. Tell her to send you a PayPal, a Cash App, something like that. You don't have to meet her for her to give you money.
I said, no, man,
Right?
I'm gone.
Yeah. So
I'm out.
it was daylight when you met up with her. Was it still daylight pretty much when you walked away from her?
Yeah, it was daylight the whole time. This was broad daylight. That's what I'm saying. Like, people outside, everything going on, people walking around the park. I'm like, anybody would have saw us talking. Anybody would have saw if anything happened. Mm-hmm. Anybody would have saw if I did something to her, she did something to me, if I ran from the scene, if I did this, anybody would have seen it.
Do you know how she got out here to meet you out here? She didn't say?
She's apparently been staying out here.
Okay. So
this is what she told our mutual friend. I don't know if that's true.
All right.
I haven't talked to her and haven't seen her in like almost a month.
That's fine.
So I don't know.
You said you don't know where your phone is. We're talking your cell phone, right?
Yeah.
You're not sure. Did you leave it? Do you keep that with you? Is that your phone that you have with you all the time? Because you seem, I don't know where it is. I don't have it. You seem confused. It's missing. Is that something?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Like if you go somewhere, do you take your phone?
Absolutely. My mom just got me that phone. It's my first ever iPhone.
Okay.
I don't know if she was
He gets everything for free. The car, the phone, the money.
using it first kind of thing, but she was just like, I got a surprise for you. I never had an iPhone.
Hopefully we'll find it for
I
you.
don't like
and that's the number with the 610, if I had to call you after today, the 610, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's why I was asking him. I said, man, when I told him, I said, look, y'all, I'm reaching for my ID. That's why I said, how can y'all not find my flip-flops or my phone? I had on some Green Bay Packer flip-flops because it was game day.
Lie.
Did you know where his phone was when you asked him if he lost it?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
The phone was found inside the vehicle, so he didn't have it with him when he was
What vehicle?
taken into custody. The red Ford
Objection
Escape.
leading.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
I'm sorry, the red Ford Escape.
And in whose name was that car registered?
Dawn Woods.
And what relationship is Dawn Woods to the defendant?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
She is his mother.
Why did you ask Mr. Brooks about the phone?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
The objection's overruled.
Be used in location services at a later time to further verify that the suspect was, Mr. Brooks, was in Waukesha at the time when these incidents occurred.
She drinks.
So after you talked to her, Darrell, where did you go? Do you have they found you, it was cold yesterday. You didn't have a jacket. Did you have a jacket with you?
I didn't initially have a jacket because, like I said, I was riding with somebody else. So I figured.
So you didn't bring one in anticipation of the cold?
I didn't because I figured I'm going from the house right to wherever we're going. So it wasn't like I'm finna hang out with y'all all night type of deal. We was just supposed to be watching the game, having a few cold ones, and then I was getting dropped back off home.
So what happened, Darrell, where you ended up, I know you say you're not familiar with the area. So
At all.
I'll lay this out for you.
At all.
Follow me for a minute. You say you're kind of near this park. I got an idea in my head of where you're talking, based on my knowledge of the city. It's right near Stephanie's where you're hanging around watching the game and Marcus is there. You came out here with your phone, because you take it with you. How did you end up at this guy's house? Now, you said when you walked away from Erica, did she go the other way?
I don't
You walked away.
From what I remember, she just stood there.
Okay,
She was just standing there like,
right.
well,
So you
whatever.
walked away and it was over.
It was over.
It was over. How did you end up at a guy's house asking to use his phone, which is blocks away from Stephanie's? Okay, I can tell you that based on my knowledge of the city, based on approximately where you're telling me it is, without your phone in your shoes. You understand where that's kind of weird? How did you get to be over there? What happened?
Yeah, what basically happened with that was when I got back over here by old girl house, I just said, because I don't really know Stephanie like that. It's my friend's friend or partner or whatever the case may be.
Right.
They was getting into it about pretty much the same thing that I was getting into it with Erica about. I was just like,
Hey,
I don't mind.
him,
who's him?
Marcus, him, her, and whoever else, Stephanie.
Was there anyone else there other than
Yeah, at her house, yeah.
Okay.
A few girls that I didn't know, but they had already said it was gonna be people over here.
Okay. All right, so
I was pissed because I feel like I just met up with her, with my baby's mama. I just met up with her for absolutely nothing. You tell me, okay, you out here in Waukesha, I'm out here, let's meet up, I got your money, and then I walk over there and you don't have the money. Or you do or you don't, you just ain't gonna give it to me, however the case may be. So I'm just like, okay, whatever.
well, hold on.
So
I
when
know
I get
that
back-
got you pissed, but
When I get back over there, I'm pissed.
Okay.
They was getting into it, and he like, man, come on, bro, we just finna go. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like,
Right.
I just got into it with it. Now y'all into it. He like, man, this bitch tripping, whatever, let's go. I'm like, nah. Nah. I'm like, I'm out, dog. And I just started
Marcus
walking.
wanted to leave.
He wanted to leave, but I don't know what the fuck he was on.
What do you mean, what he was on?
He probably didn't even get into it with old girl, but he out there like, man, let's just go, bro.
How long have you known Marcus?
I know Marcus for years.
Years, and he doesn't know his last name.
Okay.
But I mean, what was he saying? Like he was like, I came back and Marcus was high or something. That's why I didn't want to go back with him. Is that it?
I'm gonna be straight with you, because you've been asking me for that all along. That doesn't make sense. Listen to me, okay? Just listen to me.
All right. So now we're gonna. They let him talk. They let him say all this story about Marcus, Stephanie, Tyrion, the Tan Kia, all of those lies. Now they're gonna start confronting him with stuff. And look at him. I mean, I don't know if I can zoom more. Wait 1 second. Okay. Look at his face. Like you can barely see it because it's blurry. But he's like, oh God, he's telling me this, that I'm lying. He got me. What I'm gonna do now? Let's continue watching.
You go to this house. You leave. That wind was cold as hell.
Not at first.
Well, by the time it was getting later in the day, I mean, after the Packer game, you're talking 3:30, 4 o'clock, it was getting cold. I was outside for a while.
Yeah, it was about like
So
3:30, yeah.
by the time you're talking, it was getting cold. All right. Marcus is ready to leave because this bitch is being crazy. He's like, I'm out. You just went through the same experience from what you're telling us. You live in Milwaukee.
I don't know what
Hold on,
exactly
hold on,
happened with
hold
him,
on.
though.
I mean, I told you to let me wait out. I know you don't know exactly what happened. But who are you going to trust more? Marcus, who you've known for years, or Stephanie? Why would you walk away, walk all the way down to where you did, leave your phone in the apartment, apparently,
No, I didn't.
along with
leave
your
it. I didn't
sandals,
leave it. I didn't leave it.
and go down to where you were and not take the ride back to Milwaukee? You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
Can you understand?
I
I'm
don't know.
trying to-
I don't know if he
why that
left and
doesn't
went
make
back to
sense.
Milwaukee though. I don't know if he did that.
But how are you going to get back if you don't get in the car?
I called an Uber. That's what I did.
So what happened? How did you get all the way to where you went? Because there's all these businesses in between where you were and where you got to. How did you end up at a random house without your shoes and your phone, Darrell?
This is what I'm saying. I had my flip-flops on. I had them.
Okay.
I just said that.
Where did they go?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if when they slammed me down, they just never. I don't know. I'm knocked on 2 doors, not just the one.
So you had your flip flops.
I had my Green Bay Packer flip flops on. Yes.
Green Bay Packer. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't just walking around with no shoes. That didn't happen until after the fact. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
There's
So I guess
video,
Another question that
Brooks.
I have for you is if you had your phone too, correct?
yeah,
Okay, you didn't leave it at the apartment.
no.
Stephanie's.
That's why I was telling you it should have been on the grass. Remember, I described the phone to you. I said it's black. It has a cracked screen.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Why are you asking other people to use their phones? Why is that guy letting
My
you?
phone was dead.
Okay. When did it die?
I have no idea.
Okay.
And I didn't have a charger.
But you used it for the 3-way call.
And I used his phone for the 3-way call.
Okay.
Like I said, we got a mutual friend named Michelle.
Yeah.
Me and Erica do. I've known Michelle just as long as I've known Erica.
Since
She was the one that
underage.
was telling me what's going on with you and your baby mama. Y'all not talking because she trying to get in touch with you. I said, yeah, I know she probably trying to get in touch with me. Well, I'm finna merge y'all. That's how I end up talking to her and telling her I'll walk over and meet you to get the money or whatever, give you a hug, give you a kiss, whatever. I had my flip-flops on then. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't just, because the way he was making it seem like I was just running around with no shoes to begin with.
You were.
It's like, no.
I mean, it was pretty cold. You didn't have a jacket or a sweatshirt.
Well, I didn't have a jacket to begin with.
Okay.
But this makes less sense now. So what he's saying is that Michelle called Marcus. Marcus gave him the phone, and then Michelle merged with Erica. Does Michelle know Marcus? What?
Didn't have a jacket to begin with, but I'm saying my shoes, I had flip-flops.
But you had a jacket before? Or
I
after?
never had a jacket.
Okay.
I had flip-flops. Green Bay Packer
Flip-flops, no
flip-flops.
jacket.
Right, because I didn't feel like I was going to be, like, I'm not going to be outside. Well, I'm thinking I'm not going to be outside. If I'm just going from a car to a house, it's no reason for me to have a coat on, or at least that's how I'm thinking. I always do that. That's just like if I had a car and I know I'm finna go somewhere and I'm like, I'm just going from here to here. Well, there's no reason for me to just get all bundled up and do all this and that. There's no reason for
Were
me.
there still a bunch of people out when you left? When you left her
It
house?
was still daytime.
Okay,
It
you
was
said
still
there were a bunch
daytime.
of people when you were talking to Erica. There were still a bunch of people when you left Stephanie's.
When I was no, I wasn't talking.
When you left Stephanie's,
It was still daytime.
it was still daytime?
Yes.
Okay. Were there still a lot of people out?
It was
Kinda like there
it was
were?
still people out.
Okay.
It was still people out. Not a lot in that area. By the park, it was a lot of people out.
Okay.
Like I said, it looked like something was, I don't know what the hell. But it was a lot of people out. And it was, like I said, it was people, it was older couples walking down the street. It was younger people walking down the street.
It
People
looked
just,
like an event or something was going on?
I don't know, but it kind of seemed like it was a lot, like it was something going on to where it was vibrant. Because there was a lot of people everywhere.
Walking
everywhere.
up and down the street.
Everywhere. It's people. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I got into a fight with her right there, it would be
Somebody would've-
impossible for somebody to not be like, hey, this guy's fighting this chick or whatever the case may be. Like, how could somebody not see something?
How long was it between leaving Stephanie's and those cops yelling at you at the door of that guy's house?
Was it dark when they yelled at you?
Yeah, by the time they came, it was dark.
Okay.
But we had been sitting out there. We had been sitting out there for a minute, me and the guy.
That's
We
not
was sitting
true.
right there on the porch. We was just sitting there.
Define how long,
Uh,
estimate.
Right.
Maybe 20, 30 minutes, maybe.
Half an hour outside.
It wasn't long, but it was long enough for, like, 'cause like I said, he let me use his phone. We sat on the porch. We were sitting right there, just like this, just sitting on the porch. While I called me an Uber.
So he's saying another lie that is easily debunkable. Like, we just gotta call the guy and be like, hey, was this guy half an hour outside of your house? And he's like, no. I let him in. He told me he was homeless. I gave him a sandwich.
I called the Uber. I said, look, man, I let him know. I said, look, I ain't trying to rob you or nothing like that. Because when I knocked on the door, he kind of was like, whoa. I'm like, look, I don't got no weapons. I'm not trying to break in your house. I'm not trying to rob you. Nothing like that, dog. I just need to call an Uber. That's it. I'm not, he was just like, okay, I'll come out. Boom. I need an Uber to, what's your address? He told me the address. And we was just sitting there waiting. That's how I was going to get back home.
That's not how Uber works. You don't, unless it's like a bootleg Uber, because I had Ubers that gave me their phone so I can call them without the app. But Uber works with an app. You punch the address, they take your money out of your account or put it to be in cash, I guess, and then they come pick you up. You don't call an Uber. It's confusing with a taxi.
I got the money on my card. I'm not asking you for no money. I just need to use your phone. That's it. That was it. That was all. And then from there, we sat on the porch and just shot the shit out.
I'm saying, you told me last night he was cool with that. Like, he wasn't.
Yeah,
he wasn't being weird. He was like, oh yeah, I'll help you out.
Yeah, we just sat there on the porch.
Right.
And he did ask me. He said, do you need a jacket? I said, no, I'm straight.
But you got a jacket.
Like, I'll be home as soon as the Uber come. I know it's probably gonna cost me probably like $40 to get from me. I'm guessing. I don't know, but probably. But I had enough on my card to where I knew I can get home, and that was the main thing. I'm like, I'm just going home. She can keep the money or whatever. I didn't even try to contact her further. I just was like, I'm gone. I'm calling this Uber and I'm going home. That's it.
Let me ask you this, Darrell. So you weren't out in Waukesha Saturday, just Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Nothing physical yesterday. Like I told you, you're a part in the investigation. There's a lot of parts, right? To any investigation. There's people we talk. Well, this domestic abuse thing I'm telling you about, right? Okay.
So wait.
Hold on. Let me go.
I'm sorry. I just had a question, but
you talked about being a religious man, right?
I can do better. I can definitely do better.
We all could.
I'm not.
We all could.
No,
That's why.
Yesterday was a mistake. I should have just freaking watched the game and just fucking went home.
Right.
Because.
And that's the thing. What do they teach us in Christianity, Darrell? That they teach us that we're broken, right? We're sinners. Even when we're born sinners. We're broken. That's why
Psalm
we're
51,
so
17.
thankful for God's grace and forgiveness, right? When we ask for it. Even though we don't deserve it. But when we ask for it, He gives it. All right? You're a father. You got 3 children. 18, 14, and 7?
Yes, sir.
All right? You got a mama that raised you well. And a God you believe in.
Absolutely.
All right? And all of them are, here's the thing they'll all want, is to tell that you're telling the absolute whole truth and nothing but the truth, right?
Absolutely.
So help you God, right?
Absolutely.
Sound familiar
Wow.
with that?
For a religious man to just say absolutely by God telling the truth, I don't know. You guys be the judge of that. I'm not gonna say anything, but come on.
Right? And I just have concerns if I fact check that Darrell's not telling me the truth. You don't have a car, so Marcus had to bring you out. You don't own a car, your mom doesn't own a car, right? So Marcus had to bring you out. So why did we find you with a car key in your pocket?
It wasn't in my pocket. I don't even know where they said that was laying on the ground.
That's yours.
Yeah.
He was so close. He just said that the key was laying on the ground. It's not me. It's a random key on the ground. What? And then they ask if it's his, and this is yes. Why?
It should have been by my ID.
Yeah, it's yours. It's your car key, okay? Because it goes to a Ford Escape in your mom's name covered in Waukesha.
Oops.
Okay. Listen, Darrell. I'm trying to be as open and honest with you as I can be. You know, I'm Christian too, and believe me, I'm not perfect. And neither are you. And I'm not calling you a terrible man. I'm not saying you were out yesterday hunting, and just let me finish. But you did not walk to that house. You did not walk to that house. You did not come here in a tan Kia. You didn't.
And who?
You did not come out here in a tan Kia. Okay? You got a key in your pocket to a car in your mom's name. Okay? And that key works for that car. For the love of God, Marcus. For
Marcus.
yourself, for your family. You know what happened yesterday. For the people. Tell me what happened.
With what?
With the car.
What am I being
With your
investigated
mom's
for?
car. You were driving goofy, people called in, you drove out of there in your mom's car, the red car, you're driving a little silly, probably because you're pissed. You met up with Erica in the car at the park. Now initially I believe you told us the gas station, do I have that right?
Yes.
And then you changed it to the park. So that's an
No,
inconsistency.
no, I said the house was by the gas station.
No. You said both. I remember from last video. You said that you met Erica by the gas station and the house was by the gas station. Don't lie.
When you said what was by.
You said you went
landmark.
and it was by a gas station, that's where you met her.
Yeah.
No. I said I met her at the park.
Okay.
At a
Well,
creek.
you met her,
I did say that.
you met her
He
at the
can't
park
even keep
in
up with his
your
lies.
mom's car. A red Ford Escape. She got in, you talked, and what you're telling me seems pretty consistent, that there was nothing physical between the two of you.
No, I didn't. No.
But you met her in the car.
I didn't put my hands on her or nothing.
But
like
you
that.
met her in the car.
What's going on, man?
Asking you a question.
Just be.
You were out there
Just tell
driving
me
kind
what's
of
going
crazy.
on,
Some
man.
people said you were driving kind of crazy. We got reports of it. You got the key, you got the car. Did you take the car or did your mom give you the car? I know you know what car I'm talking about.
I just want to know.
Avoiding.
So
Some people
Now,
reported,
listen,
you had all those
okay,
people out
no,
there,
no,
they
no.
reported that
No.
car driving a bit erratic.
I know what you're saying. All I'm saying is this. We all been straight up with each other.
No.
You
Not
knew
at
it
all.
was more to what you was asking me yesterday.
Didn't know
That
for
would
sure.
explain the FBI and all that, right?
They're not here today. So if it's that big a deal, you don't see them here today.
Come on, Kurt. Hey, we been.
You guys met in the car in the park.
We been
Yeah,
cool,
that's all.
man, the whole time. If I did something
Yeah.
wrong,
that's why they were
serious-
here. But do you see them here today? They're not here today.
Yeah, but y'all lied to me, man. You made it seem like they just come for no reason.
He's so offended that they lied to him when he's been saying nothing but lies since the beginning of this conversation.
Well, here's the thing, Darrell.
And I'm
It's
like,
incredible.
if
Listen
it's
to me for a minute.
I apologize.
I can give you a clean slate
I
here.
apologize.
Because you have lied to us as well.
A lot.
Because you came out here in the red Ford Escape. Okay, that is what you came out here in. You had the key. Alright? So, what I want to do is try to give us all a chance to reset. You understand what I'm saying? Start over. Because you're not giving us an accurate story.
Nope.
You didn't ride out with Marcus in a tan car. You said your mom doesn't have a car. I've just told you we've disproven that. All right? I don't know what kind of woman she is. I don't know what y'all been through. But you were seen in the car driving kind of acting a fool. Okay? In basically the same area that you've already been able to describe to me. I'm just trying to figure out how and why it happened. What made you tear out of there? What made you so mad where you're like, fuck it, and you raced on out of there? And then people call, man, he's driving around here kind of fast.
All I want to know, like I
Evading.
said, y'all been cool with me. Am I not charged with anything.
Not yet.
That's all I want to know. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Right now,
Listen. I was
you were driving a bit
so,
reckless.
listen,
Might
I
be an
was
OWI.
no, listen. No, I don't drink.
That's a lie.
You had a couple cold ones during the game.
No, yeah, but I'm saying the hard alcohol is not my thing. I was not drunk when you.
Again, he moves the goalposts. He's like, I don't drink at all. And then he's like, you just said you drinked. Oh, not yeah, but not vodka or tequila. It's not that.
Get the.
Obviously, to this point, Mr. Brooks had told us his mother didn't have a vehicle that she let him use. He didn't know if she had one at all. The vehicle was in his name.
Is it in his name?
I'm sorry, in his mother's name, Mrs. Woods, Dawn Woods. He'd stated he didn't have a vehicle at all.
Objection, lady.
The previous objection, it's noted, it's overruled. The witness may continue.
He had made statements earlier in the interview he didn't have a vehicle at all, that he had ridden out in the Kia, which is not true. The investigation showed Mr. Brooks came out here in the red Ford Escape by himself, so he was in fact in possession of a vehicle. He was in fact driving a vehicle. He describes and he gives the impression, Mr. Brooks does, that, well, if I was in a domestic, someone would have seen it. Someone would have seen it because there were all the people there, and there were, but it's not necessarily going to be seen as easily as Mr. Brooks was trying to lead me to believe, because it took place inside of the vehicle. Mr. Brooks did not walk to the park to meet Ms. Patterson. That was proven as evidence in this investigation. He drove there and met up with her in Dawn Woods' red Ford Escape, which is the same vehicle after departing the park, drove along Main Street in Waukesha through the parade route.
The key found in the defendant's pocket, did that operate the red Ford Escape that was eventually located, that was registered to Dawn Woods?
Objection. That's been answered numerous times.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
There's never any depiction of a key being found in the defendant's pocket.
The objection is noted. It's overruled. The witness may answer.
Yes, it did. And, as we discussed the key more, you can even hear in there that Mr. Brooks acknowledges it should have been near his ID.
And was his ID also found in his pocket? Do you know?
Objection,
Yes, it was.
lady.
Please wait till I rule on the objection. Sustained as to the form of the question. I'll strike the last answer. Please rephrase.
Where was that, his ID found?
In his pocket.
And the information you had, where was the key found?
Objection, lady.
Overruled.
He's asking a question.
Objections. Hearsay.
Hearsay.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
The key was found in his pocket.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Now,
I bet
you
you
also
know that.
talked to Mr. Brooks about his phone. Where did he say his phone was?
According to Mr. Brooks, at this point, the phone should have been near him. I believe he said in the grass.
And what did you take that to mean? It should have been near him in the grass.
Objection. That was never stated.
Overruled. The witness may
was.
answer.
I would interpret it as right next to him, where he was arrested.
Where did he say his flip-flops were?
Objection. Answered.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
Well, when he indicated that he departed Stephanie's house, they were on his feet. However, during the course of his arrest, he indicates he doesn't know where they went. So somehow, apparently, they, I guess according to Mr. Brooks, disappeared.
Did not touch her.
Right, so what had you so mad? Because you had your mom's car. Or I don't know if you use it. Who uses it? You got the key in the car. Is it hers? Is it yours that she lets you use? Let's clean that part up. Whose car is it?
It's my mom's car.
Okay. How often do you drive it?
Not very much.
The
Lie.
red Ford Escape?
Yes.
That's all I want to know. Please. Just please. Whatever you can't tell me, I understand. I understand.
He
All I
doesn't
want to
change.
know, just so I can have a peace of mind, just for my girls, man. What am I looking at?
Well, the fact you were kind of racing around up and down the street. That's the first part. Right? So, we're not quite there yet. I'm trying to figure out if I've got all my facts right first. So, this wasn't a three-way call. Let's back up to there for a second. How did you come to meet her in the park?
So y'all can't tell me nothing.
Well, you were driving.
Lies he can tell all day. Truths he doesn't want to say nothing at all.
Sir, is this the first time in this interview that Mr. Brooks acknowledged knowing about the red Ford Escape?
Objection, leading, and that was not stated.
It was.
The
You said that it was your mom's car. That's acknowledging the car.
objections noted. It's overruled. The witness may answer.
I don't consent to being called that name for the record.
Overruled.
Yes, that is the first time. I could sense what Mr. Brooks was attempting to do at that point was draw out of me more information. And again, as I stated in my earlier testimony, to gauge his truthfulness, I wanted to hear what he had to tell me about the incident before giving him too much specific detail. At this point, Mr. Brooks, for example, Miss Woods' vehicle, he indicated she did not own one. He had lied to me. There is the risk if I start giving him too much specific information, he's going to create a lie about what I gave him and so on.
Objection.
Yes.
I don't want to tell you that, you know, you're charged with X, Y, Z. If you didn't do X, Y, Z, we got to correct it. It's all fact gathering.
I just feel like y'all know more than what y'all say though, and that's what has me like why should I cooperate when there's no cooperation with me? Nothing I'm saying is gonna help me.
What do you
it doesn't
want?
make sense to you that we're trying to gather the facts.
Yeah,
so that-
yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense, you know,
Okay.
what you guys are doing. I'm just saying I don't want to get railroaded by people not being honest. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't know what I'm looking at, it's like, what the hell? Like, why should I just sit here and be like, oh, this is everything and blah 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 blah, and then people come back and be like, okay, now so now we're gonna charge you with this and this and this and this and this when y'all knew this from the door.
Well, we don't know that we're going to charge you. We're just, again, the fact
And
gathering.
it's like,
we're asking
dude.
the questions about, you know what I mean? That's why we're.
What we wanted to know at that point is where he drove, have him tell us where he drove and why he did it. But Mr. Brooks just was not willing to indicate that to us and explain that to us without us telling him what specific charges he was looking at. And this is a theme that continued over the next several hours.
So your issue right now with us is you feel like we're not sharing.
I'm getting railroaded.
Okay.
I know I am. No, y'all not telling me what's really going on.
But we're not getting the full truth either.
I know, but what I was saying was,
You didn't give that an issue. So when you left, you guys met in the car.
Yes.
You didn't walk there. She
if
got in the
I
car.
tell you everything that happened, and y'all gonna be straight up with me about what I'm facing. That's all I want to know.
What you
I don't
have
want to
to
know
understand-
anything else. I don't need you guys to tell me, hey man, this is this, that is that, this is this. I just want to know. Just
I don't know the entirety
just
right
for the
now.
fact that, like I said, my girls.
Yeah, no, I got you. I don't know the entirety right now. So while I'm here, a couple officers talked to Erica. I'm not the only one working on it, so I don't know everything. I got a report to a boss, so I don't know exactly everything that's going to be yet. And that part's not a lie. I don't know exactly everything that's going to be yet. I'm just trying to figure out, to get to that point where I can have a clear idea and call who I need to call to get some of the information to find that all out. I'm trying to get a clear idea of what really happened regarding you and her. And when you drove away, where you were going. Or did you not know? You know what I'm saying? Because right now I don't know everything.
Wow.
Because I'm out here and they're out there. Oh, Waukesha.
Right, and I'm like, how long do I gotta sit in these? Where are we at?
Skego.
How long do I gotta sit in these jails before I can call somebody, get a phone call, let my daughters know, hey man, I don't know what's going on, but it's good to hear your voice. Are y'all okay?
Yeah, we're trying to get to the
He only uses his family for sympathy or to get something out of it. Like, right now he's only thinking of himself. And he wants to call Erica so she can recant and say that she wasn't never on a card and all of that. It's transparent.
point, Darrell, but the question I asked you when you left, where were you? Did you know or did you not know? Were you just mad and you left? Where were you going when you initially drove off? That's easy. If you didn't know where the hell you were going, or you didn't have an idea, or you didn't have a particular destination in mind, so be it. And we've been talking a couple hours. You want to sit and eat a minute?
I wish they had some Tylenol. I've been trying to fight this pain, man, since.
They might. I don't know.
They show.
I don't know how. Did you ask them?
Yes.
So they don't.
They just said they'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. It hurt worse now than it did yesterday, or last night, rather.
Poor thing. It doesn't hurt at all.
It's definitely sore.
There's no doubt about that.
Oh my God.
Take a break and see if we can round up some Tylenol and let them eat.
Yeah, we can see if we can. How about we see if we want me to see if I can find some?
Yeah, I just wanted.
Let me see if I can find some.
It's so many things going through my mind right now. The pain, I didn't even know she called the word.
She didn't call.
Or the cops or.
Yeah, someone else did. I know you said you lost your phone, or you didn't know where it went dead, and now you don't know where it is. If we find it, so we know it's yours, can get it back to you. I know you said it's cracked, but
No, well, the screen is cracked, but it has a. I don't think it went all the way to the
what's
glass.
the code? So we know it's yours, and if we can try to return it.
It doesn't have a number code. You have to.
Can you draw it?
Do it with that.
Can you draw it?
It's not how iPhones work.
It's not even gonna turn on.
Well, yeah, but we don't want to give it to somebody else. We don't want to give it to somebody else. It's like.
It's a 7.
Typically, it's 6.
The phone is dead, so.
Like I said, we can charge it. I don't want somebody else to say, "Oh, that's my phone." Now we're giving your property to somebody else.
Wait a minute. So that sounds like y'all got my phone.
If we find it. I didn't say we had it. I said if we find it.
It's a 7.
All right, so in that direction? Okay. All right, so this way down? Okay. No, I don't know if they have it now, but if we find it, you don't have it, so it I would think be somewhere in the area of that house.
I noted that for the first time in a long time. He began bringing up pain in his shoulder again, something he hadn't been doing for quite some time up to that point. It seemed and felt deceptive, as if it was perhaps a stalling tactic. The other issue became, in the context, was the phone. So the phone that we ultimately recovered from Mr. Brooks, one was an Apple iPhone. That is the code I was specifically requesting from Mr. Brooks at this point. And when I provided that code to Detective David Fine, who does that type of work, he indicated that could not be the code, as the Apple iPhones did not have swipe codes. They should have had numeric or facial recognition.
for me to look forward to. But it's like, this woman, man, and I love her to death, man. I want her to be my wife, man, but I just wish somebody could tell her that.
Blame Erica.
Like, I wish somebody could really tell her, like, man, this dude loves you, man. Why are you doing this to this guy, man? He literally wants to marry you. 16 years, man, off and on. I'm not gonna go mess with nobody else, man.
I think at this point he already had another woman pregnant. I think that's true.
That's the person that I want to be with, but I'm not gonna continue to be the scapegoat because you want to drink. And when you know I don't, you making it seem like I just beat up on you. Like I'm just like you're a punching bag or something. I don't wake up and be like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna hit you. Well, I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. It's like almost like I'm demonized here. Like,
I'm not saying you're a demon.
no, not you, not y'all saying that. But it's just I feel that way because
you're trying to just.
I know you heard that. Oh my God. Oh, that fucking hurt.
Sure.
I know you heard that.
I heard it. It's in check.
We're gonna go check with them. Maybe they'll listen to us a little bit better.
Fuck.
You want us to check?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, give us a minute. See what we got.
Dude, it gotta be something wrong, man. How in the hell does it?
He's
Sometimes
acting.
brains will pop too.
Yeah, but why is it hurting like this? And they say there's nothing. Dude.
Because sprains can actually be more painful than a break.
Whatever
they got,
whatever they did, it hurt so bad.
You want to keep the food? Why don't you keep the food and the soda and we'll be back in a few minutes.
God.
And scene. It's so transparently bad, and he doesn't notice the camera. Oh, injured arm. Is it injured? Nope. It's like a mouse. It's so ridiculous. It's so funny.
Just want to step up? Yeah. I think we got that Tylenol. We'll be right with you.
Mr. Brooks initially, as we're in the room, continues to suggest that he's in severe pain. And once we're out of the room, there's no more groaning. There's no more grabbing of his shoulder. Rather, there's an interest in looking at the paperwork that's left behind and attempting to use the phone. As soon as that door opens, Mr. Brooks then suddenly places his face into his hands and is suddenly in despair again.
What if it wasn't me driving?
Who was it?
Wasn't you? What if it was my mom's truck?
Right.
But I wasn't driving.
You had the key.
What if it was you?
What if it wasn't me?
Who else would it be?
That's what I'm asking. Not asking you who else would it be, but I'm just asking, what if I knew?
Who was it? Marcus?
Would I be asked to give that information?
Tyrion?
Well, like I said, we're here to gather truth. So if somebody else was driving that car, yeah, I would want to know who that car is so we can go talk to that person. But a huge part of that is going to be your honesty with it.
Right. No, I was just asking.
Because
Just asking.
you know, you've already figured out you're not an idiot. You're not a dumb man. You're a smart guy.
Right.
I see that. You know that we've been working on this.
What's going on here?
Overruled the witness. May I answer?
So at this point, Mr. Brooks, I've stepped out of the room, is offering up to Detective Stern that there's a possibility that someone else may have been driving the vehicle. Now, when asked about that, as we can see, he pretends he doesn't know who that person would be. It's untruthfulness, it's deception.
Sir, this interview goes on for another 2+ hours. Is that correct?
Yes.
Objection. Leading.
Overruled, it's foundational. At this point, the witness may answer.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Does Mr. Brooks at any time ever tell you that someone else is driving his mom's red SUV?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
Leading the witness.
Overruled, the witness may answer.
No other individual or no other name is ever provided.
Thank you.
It's hurtful.
So you brought that up where you don't want to see anybody.
What are those?
I'll show you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to see anybody get hurt, or sorry, you don't want to see anybody get charged for something they didn't do. But you already brought up too that if somebody did something, that they should be held accountable for it, and that you're willing to accept responsibility
What's going on with
if
that?
it's.
Can I show you something?
You look like you gotta film me or something.
No, I'm not filming it. That you? That's you.
Nah, I ain't got no, it look like whoever. It look like Gray.
Right there.
He looks like Gray.
See your face.
That's he's saying that the officer is showing the picture where he's in the truck and he has like the hood on. So he's saying, no, that guy has a gray sweatshirt. That's not me.
Nah, that's not me.
That's not you.
That's not me.
That's not you.
No, I don't.
Darrell.
That's a
Darrell.
Gray.
That's you.
That's you, Darrell.
Yeah, he's saying, I have a red shirt. That's a gray hoodie.
Why you say it like that, man?
Because we talked about the honesty piece. You keep telling me that you tell the truth when you did do something. You take responsibility when you do something.
There's your mom's car again. There's your mom's car again. Next to a child, which I know you care a lot about, children.
Next to a
doesn't.
child from somebody.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's your mom's car.
Yeah, I was just asking him about my about
That's your mom's car
what's going on with that.
that we took the key for from you. So, you can't tell me at this point I'm playing any games anymore, you know?
I didn't say you was playing games from the get-go.
Well, you felt like we were being totally straight.
last night I felt like
It wasn't
y'all-
as fluid
y'all
as
knew
you
more.
wanted.
no, it wasn't the flu. It was just
And it wasn't as much as I wanted to.
I knew that y'all knew more than what y'all was saying, and I felt like last night with that whole, them coming in the way they did, and because I'm sitting there in the thing and I'm watching them walk past, like, what in the hell? And seeing that, I just felt like, okay, y'all already know what y'all want to do, what y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just want. I didn't know what y'all want. It just seemed like y'all knew more than what y'all was gonna tell me. It was more so like I feel like I was being railroaded to be like, okay, tell me this, but we already know over here what we gonna do. We already know what we're gonna do right here. We just want you to tell them yourself and say you did this and did that, so we can already justify what we already want to do. And it's like I don't feel like that's fair.
What time did you come out here with the car?
What do you mean
what time
fair?
did you head out from Milwaukee to Waukesha?
I don't want to talk, man. I don't want to talk if I'm not getting nothing.
I just showed you three
You got a
pictures.
burger.
Okay, show me pictures, but you're not telling me what I'm facing.
You know what you're facing.
I don't. That's the hope.
You
That's
drove
why I
down
keep
a street.
asking.
You drove down a parade route. You got a pretty good idea what you're facing.
There you
You
go.
see what I'm saying? So now this is more stuff coming out, man.
You know, we told you, we were looking for that explanation.
And that's you.
And all I'm saying is,
behind the
look,
wheel.
all somebody got to do is just tell me what I'm facing. I'll tell you guys whatever you want to know.
There it
I
is.
said that 3-4
There it is.
times.
There it is.
And it's like, yo,
So, Darrell, what were you thinking when you went driving through this parade?
what am I facing? That's all I want to know. I don't have no problem talking with you guys.
You got people injured that had to go to the hospital.
So they're saying
It
I
did.
injured somebody, or you're saying I
You
injured
did.
somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
People
at
got
what,
hurt.
reckless endangerment?
At the very least, yeah.
The very least.
People got hurt. That's reckless endangerment. I don't know exactly what they're going to classify it. Yeah, people had legs broken.
Endangerment's where you may have hurt somebody by your actions. You did hurt somebody by your actions.
So what am I being charged with? That's what I'm
Nothing
I don't know
yet.
exactly
We're
yet.
still working that out. That's
I
what
don't
we're
know
talking
all
about.
of the details. You're not going to get that out of me. I'm sorry. I'm explaining to you. Driving down there, you're looking at people got hurt. People got some broken legs.
And y'all saying that's me.
I know that's you.
How you know that's you?
Because I can recognize you. I can tell it's you. And that's your mom's car, which you had the key for. I can ID you, Darrell. I'm just asking you to be honest about it.
Be honest about what I'm facing.
What do you think you're facing?
I don't.
What
All I
should
said
you be
is
facing? What do you think hypothetically? I mean, you've been through this gamut before.
right. And y'all knew I was getting charged with this from day one. So why y'all couldn't just charge me and take me to county jail where y'all was gonna take me, man?
Because we
Because
wanted those
that-
answers.
Because you wanted me to tell them myself.
Because
That's
that
basically what y'all wanted me to do.
Yeah.
So there was reasons for everything.
No, I'm saying, but, and I'm not
Tell me
trying
what
to,
the
cause
reason
y'all
is.
still, I'm not tripping with y'all, cause y'all been straight up. So I'm not, but I'm saying, come
You are
on, dude,
tripping.
if y'all knew this already, why y'all just didn't take me to, why y'all just didn't do what y'all had to do?
Here's where you're at right now.
And it's
Darrell.
like, you take me through the
Here's where you're
runaround
at,
to get me to do something that y'all already,
Can I speak? Here's where you're at. Okay. I'll tell you straight. Here's where you're at. One of two people did this. And I mean that from a human perspective. There's the God-fearing Christian who loves his kids and his mom that you say you are, and I want to believe you are. And in many ways, you've presented yourself as, who went out, got in a fight with his girl, argument, whatever you want to call it, and went and just done screwed up. Or there's the malicious guy.
Yeah.
The malicious guy who's lied to me about his love for God, who's lied to me about his love for his mother, who's lied to me about his love for
don't
his
spin
children.
it, don't spin it, man.
It's one of those two people, man.
I'm just saying, don't
What
spin
is it
it.
then?
Don't spin it, man, cause I'm not,
Which one are
you're
you?
not gonna spin it, dude.
Which guy are you?
I'm the God-fearing guy that you've been talking to since last night,
Then
man.
tell me the truth about
And you know
driving
that,
down
and you
that
know
road.
that.
Then tell
you
me
know
the
that.
truth about driving down that
Tell
road.
me what I'm facing.
Just told you some of what you're facing.
Some. Reckless endangerment. That's almost like saying I killed somebody.
No, you want me to give you
Six
the entire
people.
case without
You don't-
giving
you don't
me
have
anything,
to.
and I'm
No,
not
I'm
going
not.
to do that.
That's not
I'm
what
not
I'm
going to
asking.
do that.
A
That's
kid.
not what I'm asking.
Yes, you are.
No,
From my
I'm not.
perspective.
No, I'm
Remember when I
not.
talked to you about perspective?
I'm not.
Remember when I talked to you about
See.
perspective? Truth somewhere in the middle, all that?
Yeah.
That's how
yeah.
I see what
And
you're
you saying
asking
you
me.
got me doing all this and that, but y'all sit up here and come in here. Well, I'm not blaming it on you guys. I'm not. But y'all sit up here and here. The police do this every single time. Even when you try to be, look,
Show me
you try,
a guy
you
say
try to be straight up with them. You try to tell them the truth. You try to do all this and that, and they
You never try to tell them the truth. You lie them from the get-go. What? What?
still railroad you
You're not trying to
every
tell me the truth.
single time.
You're not trying to tell me the truth.
Not
anymore.
It's not even, no, it don't got nothing to do with that, because I just told you, I don't have a problem with telling you everything you want to know. I just wanted to
Then
have
tell
an
me what I want to
idea.
know.
I just wanted to have an idea. That's all I said last night,
You know what I want to know.
and
wanna know
that's
what
all I
happens.
said today.
You know what happens.
Okay,
Tell
what
me.
am I being charged with? What are y'all going to charge me?
You
What
know
are y'all
what
going to
I'm-
recommend? What are y'all going to do? Because at the end of the day, I'm still, this is why I feel the way I feel.
What was on your phone?
Objection.
Overruled.
Y'all just can't see what's on the phone from the video.
Doesn't matter.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
So the video or the photo I showed on the phone, if you look at the monitor right now, as I'm facing it, if you face it up there, the right half is a photograph that I was able to positively identify as Darrell Brooks, the defendant, behind the wheel of the red Ford Escape while it was in the middle of the parade route. That picture was the same one that was on the phone when I showed it to him.
Okay.
How do we know that?
I will tell you what you want to know. Do you recall that being stated by Mr. Brooks?
Objection leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
What did you want to know?
I wanted to know why he drove through the route. I wanted to know what caused him to make that decision, what was going through his mind. The evidence at that point, and this is evidence, as I'm stating, it indicated his mother's vehicle drove through the route, that he was the individual driving through the parade route when the vehicle went through the route, and I was looking for explanations. Why? Intent, motive, whatever it might be, for him to tell me, and he's not willing to do that.
This video goes on for another hour and 50 minutes. Did he ever answer that question?
Objection. Speculative.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
No, he did not.
He'll probably go before a judge, right? What do you want him to think?
I mean, it's nothing I can have them think because y'all already basically said, okay, this is what happened. We just want you to tell us that this is what happened so we can just charge you with this, which we're going to charge you with.
Are you the good guy that's screwed
They
up
wanna
or
know
the evil
why.
guy that doesn't care?
Oh, I definitely care. I
Okay, tell me
definitely
the truth.
care. I definitely care.
If you
Why would you
just-
try to
if you
scare
care.
like that? Just because I don't want to tell you something. Now I don't care. Now I'm the malicious guy. Now I'm this, now I'm that. Just because I don't want to talk.
One other
Yes.
option, you know the truth. We've been talking for a couple
Y'all
of
apparently know the truth too.
But I told you
Apparently.
when we came in, it was to get
Man,
your
you knew this
perspective and
last
your side.
night. Come on, Kurt. You knew this last night, man.
So?
This was, I
You
told
knew
you
this
that.
last
This came
night.
out. Yes, I told you that.
And you
This
could
came
have been
out.
like, yo, some people got hurt. We want to know what happened then.
I didn't know enough details last night. There were people out there all night, processing a scene, the entire night, until about, I don't know, noon today.
Come on, man. Y'all knew,
To about noon today.
y'all knew all this, man.
I didn't know everything. I'm telling you, you can believe me if you want, but I got no reason to
because
lie
I
to you.
know
It
y'all
was complete
I'm not
chaos.
saying, listen, I'm not saying you're lying.
It was complete chaos.
I'm not saying you're lying.
So that's what took so long.
I'm not.
But you know how it got to be that way.
But
So
also,
tell us how it got to be
I
that
can't
way.
even get a word in.
Because we're going round and around and
Okay,
around,
well,
Darrell.
We're just going to keep going around and around here.
And you're acting like you don't.
I mean,
you're
it's
acting like you don't know what these are, and you do.
No, you making it seem like I don't care. Like I'm just this
Don't.
heartless type of person, dude.
Well, it
I
feels
couldn't
that
even,
way.
okay, that's fine, but look at my position. I've been in here for 24 hours. I haven't even gotten a shower, good sleep. My shoulder's fucked up. I haven't even got a phone call to even notify anybody, talk to my family whatsoever, not one time.
I'm disappointed, Darrell.
I'm disappointed too because you lied to me, Kurt.
Because
You lied to me.
You lied to
what
us.
you want him to do with
Listen,
one of your kids.
and didn't I just
What do
say
you want him to do if it
I
was one of
don't
your kids?
have any problem telling you what happened? The only thing I'm saying is I feel like you were trying to railroad me by how you went about it. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I'm not saying.
Okay, we've
I'm not
discussed that
saying-
for about an hour. So tell me what happened when you
see
drove
what I'm
off.
saying?
We're not going to make any more progress on that. I get you're pissed about that, and I'm not going to fault you for it. I'm not going to tell you not to be mad. I'm not going to tell you not to feel like, man, that was bullshit. But Carp, why'd you do that? If that's the way you feel, gotcha. It's okay. I'm not going to tell you you can't. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how you should or should not feel about how I went about presenting things last night. Okay, but what I've confronted you with and told you today is your mom's car's out here. I've now shown it to you. You want me to, tell you all these things.
No.
Hold on. But what I told you from the start, and I did tell you this, is that part of it's a give and take. There's things I'll tell you, but I can't just tell you everything. We've shown you pictures, all right? We talked about if the roles were reversed, what you'd want my partner, Ben,
Yes.
to do.
Yeah, you did say that.
We talked about that. What would you want it to do if it was your kid with the broken leg? And
He
look,
doesn't care. Well,
So
I
I
think
want to believe.
I think he will care if it were one of his kids. If someone did something to his mom, to anyone around his circle, he will care about it. But he doesn't care about anyone else outside of that. I mean, even the other people are a stretch. He cares about himself. So that's why he doesn't feel anything. That's why he's right there. They're presenting the pictures of him in the car driving to the parade. And he's still like, nah, man, you guys have lied to me. That's what I care. Horrible.
A lot of people did.
A lot of people got hurt.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Darrell, you were there.
No, I'm saying a lot of people got hurt.
Yes.
Yeah, there's people hurt, man.
Like that?
Yes.
Broken legs and stuff like I told you. Concussions, hit their head.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that happen to nobody, dude.
I don't believe you would either.
Yeah, but you
And I'm
just
not saying it's on purpose.
you just thought, yo, this dude is heartless.
So tell us otherwise.
You know
I
what
didn't
I'm
say
saying?
that. I'm
It's
asking
like,
you,
fuck,
what
man.
do you
Like,
want it to be perceived as?
Tell us how it is then. If we're wrong and it's not heartless, tell us what it was.
I'm here to listen if it's something different. I'm sitting here. I haven't walked out.
Come on, Hurt. Come on, y'all know. Listen, man. Y'all know if I did not talk to that woman
Again, blaming Erica. It was not him.
ever be sitting right here talking to y'all right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not blaming her. Like I told you, I'm not going to demonize that woman. She's a good woman when she's not drinking.
It's not about her anymore, Drew.
I know, but
And I
I'm just
believe that
saying.
she wouldn't be in this position if you hadn't talked to her. I believe that.
You didn't have to put the picture down. You didn't have to.
The stroller.
That's a stroller.
Yeah.
So a kid got hurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
A kid.
Yeah.
Several kids.
Bad. You said a lot of people got
Get
hurt.
checked out, yeah.
A lot of people got hurt.
To me, it's a pretty good injury if a doctor's got to check you out or you got a broken leg.
Yeah, so what do you call my shoulder? I'm just making a joke, but
Why? Why are you making a joke? They just told you several people got hurt bad. Kids. Everyone. And you're making a joke about your fake shoulder? Well, it's not fake. It's fake injury to his shoulder? Why?
yeah.
I don't know. Well,
It's mind-boggling.
I want to believe you're the man you say you are, Darrell, but I'm not laughing because there's nothing funny about this.
No, I was just saying. No, it's not. It's never been that. Dude, I don't take my life as a joke.
Your life is a
I
joke.
don't. I don't take my life as no joke. I was just making a joke about my shoulder when you just said, you know, if it's a serious injury, if you got to get looked out. And I was just saying I had to get looked out, but they didn't say it was serious. They treated it like, oh,
Let's say spend
Because
the
it's
you're
night.
the
nothing.
guy in cuffs, so
There's nothing there.
Well, you said that part, not me.
no, I'm just saying that's how they, not how you acted, that's how they were acting. It's like, oh, well, there's nothing broken. Well, why do I keep having this thriving burning pain if there's nothing wrong?
Where were you going, Darrell? Help us understand something.
I can do that. I just want to understand what's,
So these parents
I
know
wanna
why
understand.
their kid got hurt just the way you want to know why your kid got hurt.
I want to understand what I'm looking at. That's it.
Why? What difference does it make?
Endangerment.
right?
Because nothing's the end of the world.
It is. I'll tell you why.
Not
Right.
when you have God in your life. It's not.
It is because
That's what I believe anyway.
I believe that too, but you don't want to have God in your life when you're sitting in prison. Can't see your family, can't see nobody. What does it matter then?
See, this is what I mean. When every time that this guy tells you that he's a man of God, that he believes on all this and that, it's a lie. It's fake. Like right now you're seeing it. Like he's like that guy on that when you root for a team, go Ravens. But when you root for a team and they win, he's like, we won, we beat you. But when the team loses, he's like, they lost, they suck. You know, is that kind of person that he's only there when it's the good times. As soon as something goes bad, he's like, nah, I don't believe in that anymore.
You know, I talk about the sect of Stern and what, you know, if he had injured one of Mr. Brooks's children, that's something that comes up, and what he would want a person to do if this was one of his own family members, I guess, to say if the roles were reversed. But none of those things were anything that made him any more willing to speak to us. It continued to be really demands to know what he was being charged with, even though at that point he's being told what he's very likely looking at. But that kind of back and forth just continued to occur.
At any time during the time you spent with Mr. Brooks on the 22nd or the 21st, did he ever ask how any of the injured people were doing?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name in this leading the witness.
Overruled as to both. The witness may answer.
No. I mean, for example, I gave examples of concussions, broken legs, but there was no follow-up as to whether these concussions were going to cause people brain damage, whether the broken legs would impair people from walking again, or if there'd be amputations. He never addressed that.
I would like that last answer by the witness strike. How can anyone determine what will happen as a result of an injury? How can you even determine that?
He totally missed the point of the question. He was trying to convey that you care for what happened, not what actually happened. But you don't see that because you don't have a heart.
Your objection is noted. It's overruled.
Where the charges go?
Just watch something. Just watch something for me.
They say more incriminating stuff. I'm already like I'm about to lose my life, man.
I think that's the band.
Can I ask a quick question?
Hold on, watch it.
Watch it.
I know. Why do you want me to watch it?
Yes, I'll show you. I just want you to watch it. Watch it.
Why though?
Watch it for me.
Why though?
Because I want you to see what's in the video.
You can't even see these
Did
sounds.
you watch it?
No.
Will you?
I just want to know why you want me to watch it.
Because I want you to see what's on the video.
You
Why
want to know
don't
more.
you want to watch it?
I just want to know why you want me to watch it. I didn't say
I just want you to see what I told you. You're not accepting the answer. I told you I want you to see what's in it. That's why I want you to watch it.
You wanted information from us, we're
I
sharing
want
it.
you to watch it and see what's in it. Yeah, it's a good point. It's information sharing. Yes, I want
Yeah,
you
but
to
it's
watch
like
it and
you
see what's in
trying
it.
to, it's like you, like badgering me, like a little
But
bit.
Darrell, you asked me a question. Okay? And this is more than what we had before. So I am showing you more. I'm asking you to watch it. Will you watch it?
I mean, I don't have a problem with
Okay,
art. I
that's
just
fine.
want to know what was the reasoning.
Because I want you to see what's in it.
She wants you to see what
I
you
mean,
did.
I'm pretty much.
It's not complex. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just that. I want you to see
I
what
understand.
happens.
I'm just saying. I already know. I already have an idea from what you guys was saying earlier.
But I want you to see it.
It's like watching my, like, all I'm thinking about right now is
Here, we'll talk in a
What a
second.
hell of a journey it's been, but this is how my story ends. That's all I've been thinking about. Like, it's nothing that I want to...
Can you look down?
Why do you want me to see that card? Why?
Because I think it's important.
Why is it important? Is it to make, like, what is it?
Well, why don't you want to look?
I'm just asking. I'm not trying to raise my voice at you, or
I'm just asking you why you don't want to look.
I'm just saying, why did you want me to look?
So because I think it's important.
see what
you
you've done.
see what happened.
You told me
You
what
see-
happened. You already told me what happened, Kurt. Y'all told me what happened. I understand my life is over. I'm trying to come to grips with that. I'm trying to come to grips with the fact that this is how my story ends. From trying to love somebody, I'll never see my kids again. My mom, my relationship is gone from me. And it's like, what is it to look at more in my life?
Consequences for my actions are coming back to me. Oh no.
Is for me to look at my life end?
That's you, Darrell.
Is it looking at my life ending?
These are the same photo. I'm just telling you that. Okay? I think it's important you see these.
It's important for me to see my life end.
It is important for you to see them.
Yes.
For my life to end.
Are we gonna keep going round and round about this, or is there something you want to tell me?
Nothing's gonna help me at this point. Everybody knows what was going on from that y'all knew last night while I was getting investigated, while I was, you know what I'm saying?
Those are children right there. Those are kids. See that little kid right there?
He doesn't really care. He's only thinking about
You look at
himself
it.
right now.
What were you showing Mr. Brooks?
Objection leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
I don't consent to that name being used.
At that point,
Hold on. Were you done with the objection?
Yeah, I was.
All right, it's noted and overruled. The witness may answer.
at that at that point, I was showing Mr. Brooks a video that had been provided to me of him operating the red Ford Escape through the parade route. At that specific point, Mr. Brooks was struck members of the Waukesha South Marching Band, and I wanted him to see it. It was more information. He was asking for it. I felt it was important to see his reaction to it, to see if he'd be willing to talk about it. And at the point where I paused it and brought the piece of paper that his head is now down on, I paused the video at a point where you could see that it was Mr. Brooks behind the wheel of the vehicle. And the point at which I paused was a still photo of that moment that was on the paper. So it was, I guess, the same picture.
Did you get any further with Mr. Brooks in the next hour that's contained in this interview?
No, I did not.
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
Overruled. The witness's answer may stand. Mr. Brooks, this relates to the view.
That was the second part of the interview. There was a lot of lies told. There was a lot of poor me. Erica made me do this. I'm sorry. Whatever. No, he never said sorry though. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here. We're gonna come back tomorrow with the cross-examination of Mr. Carpenter. Darrell has a lot of things to say to that guy, so you don't want to miss tomorrow's episode. Alright, have a good day. It's been awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.